What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bearcats offense will get the first crack at it here. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to...
Oh, he's going to go up top. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Caldwell. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And the Bearcats decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Townsend. Strong, firm tackle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Back to throw, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Townsend.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
The Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a gap. It's Hansen. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the first down yardage.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cyclones coming off a program record for wins, their second-best bowl finish ever, and who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami? Matt Campbell continues to have the Clones flourishing.
Yeah, made it to the Big 12 championship game. Now they're trying to take the next step. You've got Rocco Becht at quarterback. He's a really good young talent, David, and someone I know they want to keep building around.
He's just fun to watch, man. He makes all the plays, will scramble if he needs to. Been really good late in close games. That was something a year ago. They won a bunch of those games, but you're right, Reese. In the beginning, Matt Campbell, he's still here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. Man, these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them, and they'll make big plays for you.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. At the 35, he's loose. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Bearcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Handoff to the single running back. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks the tackle. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Walker. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the air, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Jackson. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cyclones in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the tight end in motion. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Townsend. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Finds the big tight end.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Townsend. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Trying to barrel in. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Just keeps swinging it. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you try to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Here's a heat, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Sorsby. That's caught, it's Royer. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run, and this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Royer. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bearcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
And the Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Now on second down. Using his legs, it's Hansen. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Got it in the middle, it's Sowell. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
To throw, it's Beck. Caught in the backfield, it's Townsend. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks, it's Hansen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So a drive there of 82 yards. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Got it in the middle. It's Caldwell. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
The give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Runs through a tackle. At the 45 on its way. It's a seam wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Beck. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Rushes on him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go. He did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And they're looking to tack just a few more points onto this lead late. The official says no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to pass. It's Sorsby. Got him downfield. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Grabs it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Bearcats!
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they've got it locked up in the final minute after the touchdown and extra point. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. They're going to ride this running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Takes the easy one to the back.
Well, the defense knows that they're going to have to go horizontal sideline to sideline to stop this offense. Nice job rallying to the running back who catches that swing pass out on the perimeter.
Play action. The short hands, it's Townsend. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Slides that just inside the right upright. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Going right to work up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback on the keeper. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot, but nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
Big third down here as they try to keep the drive alive. A touchdown will win it. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David, they played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.